Hey guys, welcome to Compound Body once again today. And today I have another amazing exercise to teach you. Now, as we said before, we're going to do regression and progression for these exercises. And this exercise is called the leg flutter. Now, with this exercise, it helps you to really engage the core muscles. So you're talking about the rectus abdominis, the transverse abdominis, the entire core region. Also helps to build the pelvic area, so the hip flexors, and just to strengthen those, because we use the hip flexors a lot in our deadlifts, in our squats, in any kind of exercise that requires the movement of the hip or any hip kind of movement. So this is actually a great exercise that I'm going to teach you in order to build hip strength, core strength, and just be a stronger performer at the gym as well as outside of the gym. All right, so we're going to take it from basics all the way to doing it a little bit more advanced. All right, guys, so let's get started. So the first thing that you want to do is to grab a mat and lay on the mat. Now, if you find that you're someone who, okay, maybe you don't have that much hip strength or that much core strength, I'm going to teach you how to start this exercise at the easiest version and then progress yourself to a more advanced version. So the first thing that you're going to do is be like this, nice and flat. And what you're going to do is to take the legs and bend them like this. And you're going to keep them bent. As you can see, one is going to lower to the floor, but it's going to keep bent. And it's going to be like that, like that. So this is what you're going to basically be doing. Keeping the legs bent to the 90 degree and just keeping them like that and fluttering from the hips. Okay? Now, once you find that, okay, that's pretty good, but I feel like I've graduated past that level, what you're going to start to do is to keep the legs bent just the same. However, this time you're going to be stretching them out like that and fluttering like this. So stretching them out like that, bringing them bent like this. 1, 2. See, as you can see, when I make this line, I have a very straight line here. This is bent like that, and that. Now, once you feel like you've mastered that level, what you can do is you can lift the shoulders off the ground, and what you're going to do is to keep the legs straight like this, and you're going to flutter. Now, the reason why this version of the technique is a little bit easier than if you were to lay flat is because when you lift like this, because of the contraction in the core, it shortens the range of motion. And because of shortening the range of motion of the exercise, the muscles don't lengthen and contract as much, right? So it's more like you're transferring it into an isometric exercise, as well as you're also doing the flutters. So what you're going to do is to lift off the carpet like this, and you're going to raise 1, 2, and so you keep going like that. Now you can move as fast as you want or as slow as you want. Slower is always going to be more tension because you're keeping the body under tension for a little bit longer. However, depending on what you're training for, you can go a little bit fast. As you can see, the range stops about here depending on your flexibility, like that, like that. Now we're going to progress to a more advanced version, which is keeping very flat on the mat just like that. Stretching the legs out. Now you're going to look for a little bit more range, because what I'm going to be able to do is to extend my legs upwards a little straighter, as opposed to when I'm like this, it only comes to here. So it goes like this. Up, down, and you keep nice and flat. And as you can see, I'm going towards the floor, still kept under tension, nice and tight. And that's basically how you would perform the leg flutters. Now, something that I do with most of my clients is that I make them do this exercise. However, I don't let them just continuously do flutters. So maybe I'll let them do flutters for like a minute. So they'll do continuous flutters for 1 minute. Or I might throw in some holds. The isometric holds really make your core engage, because you have to contract and hold it for like 10 seconds, then you flutter again. So I'm just going to basically show you a shortened version of what I would do. So this is how it goes. So you'd go for 10 seconds like this. Then you would stop, hold here for another 10 seconds, like that. Once 10 seconds is over, you'd flutter again for another 10 seconds. Then you'd hold for another 10 seconds. And you'd go until a minute is over, until 2 minutes is over. Keep transitioning between the flutter as well as the hold. All right, guys? So that's basically how to engage the core using the hip, doing the flutters, and just to develop maximum core strength as well as hip strength. So if you have any issues or you need our feedback, you can definitely hit us up on Instagram at Compound Body. You can also leave us a comment in the comment section right now, and you can also subscribe to our channel right now because we have more great videos coming up. See you soon.